Have you ever made a Starr Border card? If not, today is the day. Hi, I'm Monika and today I'm coming to you with my Fancy Fold Craft Challenge 2023. It's a collaboration which I'm hosting and on the 5th of each month together with Katarina, Monika, Jenny, Denise, Carrie, Sabine, Robin and Shelley. We are sharing videos for one fancy fold. And before I start the step-by-step tutorial, I'm going to show you what kind of products I'm going to use to create this card. So I hope you're going to join me and going to create your own version, and you're going to share it with us on our Facebook group, which you're going to find the link for below this video, and or any social media you like using the hashtag FFC Challenge 2023. So let me show you what kind of products I decided to use for my card. So as you can see, this is the front of my card. It folds completely flat, and when you pop those sections, you can see that beautiful star. When you turn it over, you've got the space to write your message, and as I said, it measures 5 by 7 inches. So let me show you which products I decided to use. So I'm going for Chloe's Creative Cards. Love that brand, and I think because I wanted to create something which has not very traditional colors, I went, first of all, I found this cardstock by Stampin' Up, and then I found a magazine with Chloe's papers. So this is the cardstock I'm going to use. I'm also using Merry Christmas from this die set by Chloe's, which we had in a magazine Simply Cards and Paper Craft issue 274. This is an old magazine, I think from last year maybe. But you can look it up. Maybe you can still find it on eBay or somewhere else. And I also, as I said, I decided to use those really like a mint green papers. I'm using actually only those two, and they were in this Chloe's magazine with Kit volume 11. Of course, this is an old edition, but you can still look it up on internet, somewhere, eBay or Vinted maybe. And I also decided to use the scalloped and pierced ovals. I love those dies. So these are the products I'm going to use in my step-by-step tutorial. So I hope you're going to stay tuned and see how to create this beautiful card. So for this card you need a piece of paper which measures 6 by 5 inches. As you can see, I wrote it here. And also we need 4 pieces which measures 4 by 5 inches. And 2 of them we're going to score differently, and the other 4 we're going to score differently. So hopefully you will be able to see everything on the screen, all the measurements I'm going to give you. So the 2 pieces you will need to score at 1, 2 and 3 inches. So that's the piece number 1. Then another one we're scoring every inch. So 1, 2 and 3. So we've got 2 pieces. And then another 4 pieces which measures exactly the same, 4 by 5 inches. We need to score at 1/2 inch, 1.5, 2.5 and 3.5. So once you do the score lines, you need to burnish every single score line. So we've got those, and then we need to put the red liner tape. Let me just mark it where exactly. Here on those 1/2 inch tabs with those 4 pieces, and with those 2 pieces we need to put the red liner tape on those side tabs as well. So I'm going to do that now, and I will be back. So once you've got all the tabs covered with red liner tape, before you glue it down, you can just make sure that when you fold it, those two tabs are not overlapping, and if you need to, just trim off a little excess you might have. So let's work with those which have got 4 score lines. So let me use those. So we need those 4 pieces. So now it's going to be a little bit, maybe hopefully not that long, because I've got the red liner tape already in place. But you have to make sure that you align everything nicely. So we've got that 5 by 6 piece. You need to fold that tab, and you can still check if the size is right, and then you need to line it up with the top. I will try not to put my head in, and I'm going to actually lift it up and bottom. You can open it up, you can burnish that side, and then you need to remove that red liner tape, and we're going to put that tab in that place. You have to just slightly touch that, but as I said, it shouldn't overlap, because then you might have some issue with folding. So let's do that. And you can remove that red liner tape just a little bit and then pull it, but I prefer to do it this way. And then you just burnish, fold it to the other side, burnish as well, and when you look from the top, you've got like a cube. Now we need to take another piece, and we're going to do the same. We're going to match it with that, and we're going to glue it down to that piece. So let me remove the red liner tape, and you can do it this way, that you remove a little bit. As you can see, I've got only those thin red liner tape, so that's why I had to put 2 next to each other. Oh. And especially when you want to do something quickly, because you know, especially on camera, it doesn't want to work. So I'm going to hold that, and I'm going to match that. Push it down, open this side, and then I'm going to pull those strips. And then again, I like to burnish, because when you are, I hope you know, it's just a tip, if you are, when you applied your red liner tape, you need to make sure that you burnish that so it sticks properly. And now we're going to, I can see I've got a little gap, but it shouldn't, hopefully it's not going to matter that much. So I'm going to remove that red liner tape, and from now on I will speed it up a little bit. Hopefully I will manage to be quite fast with that. And then you have to put that tab just here. I hope you can see it. So what I do, I fold that and just push that tab down. And again, I'm using my bone folder, and we've got those. And then we're going to put that third one in the middle. But now let's push it to the side, and you can see now that it's actually going to create 7 by 5 card. So let's turn it over, and we're going to do the back. And for that part, I'm going to speed up this part of the video, because it's going to be the same. You just need to remove the red liner tape, push it to that edge, and then continue as we did before. So as you can see from the top, you will see this view. You're going to see those 4 cubes. And now we're going to add those 2, which we scored at 1, 2, and 3 inches. So you will need to spread those, and just make sure that they are nice and straight. I think mine are a little bit wonky, but it should be fine. It's something we can work with. And then again, you remove the backing paper, and we're going to add that. Let me just mark it for you. When you spread those two, we're going to adhere it just here, because my paper is quite light. That's why maybe it's not as visible as I want it to be. So just, and again, I'm going to open it and I'm going to burnish the inside, or you can just do it this way. And then we're going to remove the backing paper. Let me just see if it works. Yeah, I'll remove the backing from the other side. So as you can see, there is a little bit of measurements and a little bit of scoring, applying the tape. But overall, you will see that this card is pretty easy. And let me show you. Look at that. The front is already done, so let me turn it over. And then I'm going to do the back. Again, we're going to adhere it to those two center folds. And then I will show you how I'm going to decorate my Christmas Starr Border Card. Oh, actually I removed all four. Let's see if I'm not going to mess it up. So let's see. Maybe I should do it this way. So just match it with the bottom or with the top, whichever way is easy for you. And then I'm going to line it up. Maybe it's not as easy as I thought it's going to be. Ooh. And then I'm going to do this side. And what you could do, oh, you do it this way. You do it whichever way works for you. So yes, our Christmas star is ready. So now I'm going to bring some extra strip of papers to decorate that, and I will show you how to decorate this side as well. To decorate my star, I'm using this pattern paper and I cut that into strips, and I put them in this order because I want to keep the continuation of those trees, so you can see them on the side. You need 12 of them, of course, if you want to decorate that star, and they measure 4 3/4 of an inch by 3/4 of an inch. So that's for the star. And then I've got two pieces. I'm using the holographic card, and they measure 3 3/4 by 4 3/4. So this one goes at the front, the other one will go at the back here. So I'm going to adhere that. And also I've got this one, it's from the magazine as well, measuring 4.5 inches by 3.5, and there are two of the same sizes, and this one will go like so on the front, and this one will be like that at the back to write my wishes. So let me adhere that in a high speed for you. To finish off my card, I'm going to use those two ovals that are from Chloe's as well. And I'm not going to add any foam pads because I think it's already quite fixed card with that star. And I'm still thinking, should I keep it to the right a little bit, or maybe I will put it in the center, because when we're going to, let me just see it. No, I think I'm going to keep it in the center. So as I said, I will keep it flat. So in the center, completely in the center, and then I've got that Merry Christmas. So what I did, I die cut Merry 3 times and I stuck it together, and then I added that shadow die. And then I did exactly the same with Christmas, and I was thinking just to tilt it a little bit, just to make it look a little bit more funky this time. So I'm going to again add it with just a liquid glue, no foam pads whatsoever this time, because it's quite a thick card with those mats and layers already. And again, I think if you've seen me doing that before, I've got that dot missing, so I think it would be nice to put a little gem. Oh, not too much glue. I think it's a little bit too much, but let's see if I can manage just to drop that gem. You just stick, yes. And that's the only gem I'm going to use on my card, because there is a lot of holographic card, a lot of sparkle, and I think this card is really pretty, very I would say elegant. I hope you will agree with me, and quite clean and simple, and those colors are not very traditional for Christmas, but I really like it. You can see that it's really very sturdy card, that you can see that star looks really beautiful, and when you turn it to the left, whichever way you like it, put it into your envelope. Of course it's going to be quite thicker, but you will fit that into a 5x7 envelope. On the reverse, you've got space to write your wishes, and I really like it. I hope you like it as well. So thank you so much for watching. Hop over to other ladies taking part in this collaboration, and share your projects on social media using the hashtag FFC Challenge 2023, and hop over to our Facebook group as well. So thank you so much for watching, and I will see you in my next video very soon. Bye for now.